Hi, my name is Venus O'Hara and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk about female orgasm, possibly my favourite subject. And this video I'm going to make in response to a comment I received on a video that was called "Is female orgasm an act of rebellion?" And this is the comment. It said, "I don't think I'm someone who can physically orgasm. I think I've tried more or less everything. It's a constant source of embarrassment when embarking on a new relationship because they think the problem lies with them when actually it's me. Is there any advice, guidance you could give me?" Well, thank you so much for this comment. And I'm sure this is something that affects lots and lots of people. And this is my mission, to actually raise orgasmic awareness. As I always say when I talk about this subject, the objective should never be orgasm. Because if you're thinking, I must have this, otherwise I'm inadequate, then you're not going to feel very good. So I think you should always just focus on relaxation and arousal and just pleasure, really. And they are more obtainable objectives. And once you relax and you're more in the zone and just enjoying different parts of your body, it doesn't always have to be the genitals, then it's probably more likely that you will have an orgasm one day. And I can understand that if you have this belief system that you can't have an orgasm, then I think that's something you'd have to change as well. And I think to do that, I would say to think about a moment in your life when you exceeded your own expectations and go back to that feeling of just being more than what you thought you were, or being more capable than what you thought you were. And I think it's very doubtful that you would be physically incapable of having an orgasm, but I think it's always worth perhaps to put your mind at ease to actually go to a gynecologist and make sure everything is in order, so to speak, and that there's nothing physical that would be preventing you from having an orgasm. And also the feeling of when you meet someone new, I can't have an orgasm, can't have an orgasm. This kind of thought process, it can't be very orgasmic at the end of the day. And I can understand that it can be like a vicious circle. So I think what would be a good idea is to, if you're ever in an encounter with someone, I think it's very important to just relax and think about pleasure and not be so focused on the genitals. But of course, I recommend obtaining a sex toy or three, and just to kind of indulge in some self-love, but always with the objective of arousal and just pleasure. And I think it's a good idea, for example, to kind of set up a self-love ritual. For example, lately I've been getting into essential oils, and it's kind of addictive just to kind of get all these different combinations. And what I do like to do these days is it's quite cold at the moment, so I have showers in the evening, and then I mix my coconut oil with my essential oils for sleeping, such as lavender, ylang ylang. I'm listening to nice music and I'm just caressing my whole body. And then I have nice lights on, very relaxing music. And what you could do in a situation like that is to set up a kind of sanctuary in your bedroom, as if it's a spa, as if you are about to indulge in the best massage ever or something, and just massage your whole body and connect. And then perhaps you could get more, let's say, sexual with your caresses, focusing on the breasts and on the vulva. And also now there are some apps that do promote, let's say, sexual mindfulness that you could listen to. You could listen to some meditations while you touch yourself, or what you could do is just relax and breathe and use a sex toy. But I would always recommend just stimulating yourself for, let's say, 15 minutes at a time. And if you haven't reached orgasm or anything close, then just stop and relax and just carry on with the meditation. But don't be disappointed with yourself. That would be the worst thing, because otherwise this disappointment is just not going to be fruitful in any way. You just have to really focus on pleasure and which areas are provoking more pleasure. And I think I believe that orgasm is a kind of a mind-body connection. I mean, some people can be quite visual. You might want to watch some erotic films to kind of stimulate your mind, or perhaps read erotic literature, or watch some some series that have a big kind of seductive erotic storyline in them, or some just normal films. So I think it's good to kind of stimulate your erotic imagination, so that when you are alone you can think about things that turn you on. And I think that's a big part of it for me anyway. I think my imagination is the big thing when it comes to orgasm, more than the sex toy. A sex toy is literally just a tool to take me there, but the main event is all happening in my mind. And that's something that's taken me many years to develop. And that's also how I am sexually. I'm very much in my head than I'm more in my head than actually visual. But I think it's a good idea just to try different things to see what stimulates you. But when you say you've tried absolutely everything, I think maybe try again, but with a different objective, and be more relaxed about it, and not have orgasm as the goal. And I've made some more videos about how to have an orgasm. I've got a playlist, Raising Orgasmic Awareness, that I'll link to in the description below, and I would check those out. And yeah, as I say, just get a sex toy. I've also got a video about the sex toys that I recommend for your first sex toy, or just having those orgasms, the first orgasms. There are 3 sex toys that I'd recommend for beginners. And yeah, so having the ritual and repeating, and hopefully one day it will take you by surprise. And that's what happened to me. In fact, it took me 6 months after buying my first sex toy to actually have my first orgasm. And it was the most incredible feeling ever. And I did not believe that I was physically capable of clitoral orgasms, because I was enjoying vaginal orgasms. So you never know, you never know. So anyway, I hope you find this video inspiring, and I will put some links below to help you investigate more. If you have any questions about sex toys, dating, orgasms, or orgasmic lifestyle, then please don't hesitate to contact me at venus@venusohara.org, or you can add me on Instagram at venusohara. Thanks for watching.